much. Okay, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Mr. Mayor.
Let's get this meeting going. Would someone like to, before we begin, of course, Councillor Keeping, would you read the land acknowledgement for us, please?
We respectfully acknowledge the city of Corner Brook as the ancestral land of different populations of indigenous people. We also acknowledge with respect the rich histories and cultures of the Beothuk, Mi'kmaq, Innu, and Inuit of the province of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, our agenda. Would someone like to move the approval of the agenda, please? Thank you. A seconder?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. Next, we have approval of minutes from the meeting on December 4th. Would someone like to move those approval of those minutes?
So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. A seconder?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. We have we'll do the ratification of decisions. So we have some CC minutes to ratify from December, it's not right. Here we go. Okay, yes, we have a bunch here. Okay, we have first July 17th. CC, we're going to get someone to read these. I can't read these. What? It's not, okay. Deputy Mayor, would you do the honors for us, please?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Sorry for all the reading. There's a few items to deal with
No
here.
problem. In accordance with Section 41(3) of the City of Corner Brook Act, where a decision is made by the councillors at a privileged meeting, the decision, in order to be valid, shall be ratified at a public meeting of council. The following minutes are being brought forward for ratification. Council Committee meeting July the 17th, 2023. CC 23-08, Multi-Year Capital Works 2023 to 2026. It is resolved to authorize staff to submit the projects listed in Appendix 1 for the 2023-2026 Multi-Capital Year Program. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder? Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried.
Council Committee meeting October the 16th, 2023, CC-0 for approval of agenda. It is resolved to approve the agenda as circulated. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried.
CC 23-016, 23 to 23 Multi-Year Capital Works. It is resolved to accept the cost-sharing funding as outlined in the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure Project Approval Letter dated September 22nd, 2023 to 2023-2026 Multi-Year Capital Works. Total project cost $8,823,900 with the ultimate recipient share value of $3,583,965 in funding for this project. It is further resolved to authorize the mayor and the city manager to sign the municipal infrastructure funding agreement with the Department of Transportation and Infrastructure on behalf of the city of Corner Brook. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried.
Council in Committee meeting November the 8th, 2023, CC 23-019, approval of agenda. It is resolved to approve the agenda as circulated. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried.
CC 23-021, proposed extension beyond minimum building line setback. It is resolved to approve the application to reduce the minimum building line setback for Birch Avenue to 4 meters in accordance with Regulation 67, building line and setbacks. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder?
Second.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried.
CC 23-022, convention and special events policy. It is resolved to rescind and replace the convention and special events policy as proposed. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. All those in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried.
Now, the proposed resolutions.
Oh, that's
all, we've already
what
done
you've
that.
already covered.
I've already covered that.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And again, those are for meetings and decisions that took place in camera that have to be ratified in a public meeting. Any business?
I ask
Yeah.
a question?
Yeah.
Council and committee meeting, July the 17th. Why does it take so long for that to come forward?
That is the, which one? Oh, that's the multi-year
Multi-year
capital.
capitals.
So we usually are bound to, and how we disclose our multi-year capital, because that's in partnership with the province.
Okay.
So we usually don't disclose that until later, at a later date when it's agreed upon.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, any business arising from the minutes, the public meeting last time? Nothing there? Okay, excellent. Next, Councillor Granter, we have some information from Protective Services for November.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. 85 calls this past November for our municipal enforcement officers, numerous bylaw enforcement calls. For taxi regulations, we had 8 taxi driver permits, 4 taxi vehicle permits, and 3 taxi vehicle inspections. We had 26 calls for animal control. 31 parking-related violations were also happening during November month. Like 29 expired parking meters, 1 parked within an intersection of 6 meters, so on and so forth. The Corner Brook Fire Department received 51 calls for numerous incidents. A project that some of you may have heard about and has been in the media, smoke alarm project. Over 200 Corner Brook homes have had smoke alarms installed by the Corner Brook Fire Department crews in the last little while. Fire prevention and inspection conducted, 29 commercial businesses, 4 fire drills at 3 schools and 1 at City Hall. Public safety answering point, PSAP. PSAP stats not received in time for this meeting tonight, Mr. Mayor. And that's it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any questions on any of those items for anyone? Okay, thank you very much. Next, Deputy Mayor, we have some information for what's going on in Public Works.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mayor. Tree maintenance is now completed for the season. Hatching was completed by the contractor on November 19th. All water and sewer cuts were paved. New cuts will be maintained by Public Works staff through the winter. Storm sewer flushing. Public Works has a successful storm sewer flushing program in the fall. 40-plus problematic catch basins and adjacent storm sewers were identified and cleaned. Storm sewer flushing was completed on November 24th. Curbs and sidewalks. Curb work was completed November the 10th. As requests came in over the winter and spring, staff will generate a new list of curb sidewalk locations to be repaired. That's for the next year. The street sweeper was busy this fall and finished on November the 15th due to colder temperatures. The 2 sweepers have been in service and put storage until the spring. Pothole repairs. The crews have been assigned to place markers on potholes that have been reported. Crews have been using coal patch to fill them since the local asphalt plant closed in late November. Winter work. Staff has been transitioning into our winter works operations over the last 2 weeks. As of December the 3rd, the city has scheduled management staff and workers to night and evening shifts. Up until December the 6th, the city plowed twice, once on November the 29th and again on our past weekend, December the 6th. Service requests from October the 25th to December the 6th, 115 calls received. Top 3 categories for requests were salt and sand requests, road maintenance and potholes, and drainage issues, 8.
Perfect, thank you. Any questions in Public Works? Yes, go ahead, Councillor Pedro.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just a comment, I guess, on the winter works and drawing people's attention to the fact that it's very mild these days. We get some snow, we get some rain, we get some snow, we get some rain. And as a general course of business, our snowplow operators are going to inadvertently tear up some sod and things like that until the winter actually sets in and we'll see some mud and things like that. Just request that people be a little more tolerant of that because it's something that happens every year and there's no need to get on Facebook and malign our crews who are doing the best. And we sometimes have new operators, we sometimes have new routes that they're not used to, and any damages I think that are done to the sods and that can be easily repaired come the spring. But until they, I think as Craig Kennedy used to say, until they get their lines cut, it's kind of hard to really stay off the lawns and so on until you know exactly where you're going. So just a reminder to people that our staff are doing the best they can, and sometimes those things happen inadvertently. It's not intentional, and you know, I'm sure if they could avoid it, they would, but they can't all the time. So just a little more patience, and I'm sure we'll get it all fixed up come the spring.
Absolutely, thank you, Councillor. Yes, Councillor Grandin.
Yes, Mr. Mayor, in relation to that, in previous years, Public Works provided the residents with lawn markers, and 3 or 4 days ago, I figured winter was there and already set in, all in the last 2 or 3 days. Did Public Works provide lawn markers for residents that called this year to receive any?
As far as I know, that they were available, we didn't advertise it, and we didn't offer it up like we have. We've done this for a number of years now, so we ask people, of course, to hold on to those sticks where they can. And remember, you're not allowed to use steel and fiberglass. We discourage, because, of course, they're dangerous and they can beat up our equipment. And of course, as we did in our budget last month, we're getting a new snow blower this year, coming year, but our old snow blowers have eaten a lot of unsavory meals in the last number of years. So if there's a particular problem, of course, we always encourage people to reach out. Sometimes we can help, sometimes we can't. 637-1666.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Anything else there? If not, I'll ask the deputy to move on to water and wastewater, please.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Water and wastewater complaints, we had a total of 67. The top one being water shut off and on. Those are top one. Water and wastewater media releases, we had 21. Water and wastewater recoverable works, we had the total of 19, which total costs added up to $3,979.29. Water and wastewater repairs, we had a total of 18. Additional maintenance programs can be completed to fire hydrant deficiencies, winterized tours, chalet and dumping station, and the water supply to Jubilee Place Ball Field and Wellington Street Complex, the dog park, softball field and beach volleyball. Serviced remaining sanitary sewer fill lift station, the water treatment plant. We cleaned intake screens at Second Pond Water Supply. Maintenance repaired, we repaired 6 leaks in East Side Reservoir. Provided support for capital works projects, Mount Bernard reconstruction and Citadel Drive, PVR station upgrade. And the upcoming maintenance is repair 1 water main valve, Wellington Street intersection Citadel Drive. Complete the annual chlorination station service. 2 stations remaining in Esson Ludwigton and Sunny Slope Drive.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions on water and wastewater? No good? Okay.
No.
Thank you. Next, Councillor Pender, we have some updates from our capital projects and engineering.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Starting with the Cornwall Rec Center, the project is 90% complete. It's looking pretty good from the outside. Some work is continuing on the inside with plaster and drywall and that kind of stuff, the ceiling tiles. But the siding is nearly completed, some corners left to be done, and so on. The full mechanical equipment installation has started, so it's moving along quite well. With respect to Mount Bernard Avenue reconstruction, most people know it's opened again, and are very happy to know that. About 80% of the groundwork piping is now complete. Work stopped just below Randolph Street for 2023. The base course of asphalt was installed, and it was reopened for the winter. There is work to be done next spring on the remaining 200 meters or so. Great Trail Enhancement Phase 1, construction is complete, and the project closeout is underway. Gates that were installed on the trail were damaged at the end of November and have been removed by the city for repair. And that's quite a disappointing turn of events for a brand new project that people went out of the way to damage the gates. But as staff has said, they're not going to put them back until the spring, and there's no point in doing it now. The O'Connell Drive pedestrian crossing is 99% complete, just waiting on NL Power to remove the old service connection and pole. But the new pedestrian crossing is now in service, and I must say it's a lot brighter, and especially with the, what is it, Mr. Charters calls it when you have the lights lower down on the side of the pole? There's a name for that.
What's that?
I call them RA5s, but
RA5.
There's another name for
Wow.
it,
You
though.
didn't know what to ask for Christmas?
No.
Ask for an RA5.
But for people in smaller vehicles and so on, it avoids having to crink your neck to look up and see the lights. So now everyone can see the lights. All right, new projects. Deep Gulf Brook culvert replacement. The consultant has been hired for the project. Preliminary design is underway, and there will be a tender call over the winter. Curly Street retaining wall replacement. Again, the consultant has been hired, Anderson Engineering, for the project. It's an ISIP funding project with 1/3 funding ratio. Again, in the preliminary design stage with the winter tender call. Great Trail Enhancement Phase 2 from the mill towards the Manna Mountain. So finalizing construction, or consultant for that project. The Active Transportation Fund of the Permanent Public Transit Program is a 60-40 split funding ratio. And again, another tender call over the winter to do that work next spring, summer. The transportation study, there is a consultant request for proposals that closes December 15th. The transit accessibility study and implementation plan, there's a request for proposals being developed and will be released before year end. Strategic tourism for areas and regions, or STAR Trail Design and Construction Services. Design and construction of Man in the Mountain and Cape Blow Me Down hiking trails is on the way, I guess. Request for proposals released and closes December 29th. Okay. And the multi-year capital works 23-26. Consultant fee requests are closing on December 15th for the following projects. Number 1, the Curling Street Storm Sewer Replacement. Number 2, Old Humber Road Retaining Wall. Number 3, the Main Street Pedestrian Bridge. And number 4, some intersection improvements at Elizabeth Street and O'Connell Drive. And that is all.
Thank you very much. Any questions on these items?
I have a question.
Yes.
It wasn't mentioned in the list that Councillor just went through, but no questions on that list.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a question on another project in the city.
Yeah.
Since a few weeks ago, have we had any update from the province on the overpass, Parkway overpass over Main Street? When we got the last update, it seemed to be a little bit of work. I saw some construction teams there a few days after that, but I'm wondering, have we had an update on them? And just to refresh the residents, what that update was last time? Is it into the winter, or are we into the spring for final fix on that overpass?
And Mr. Charles, do you have any new information there?
Through you, Mr. Mayor, I have a little bit, just to refresh everyone's memory. As I understood it, the bearing pads, which are required for that type of construction, were difficult to get. I have not heard one lately. My staff may have, so I can get that update unless somebody else has heard.
The last update that I received from the department was, it was going to be done in October. It's now into looking in January, February. And it'll take, I would say, a couple months construction to get it done then. So we're looking at potentially early spring, but it has been delayed from their, I think their subcontractor and their supplier has had a difficult time getting the bearings that are required for that specific bridge.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Any other questions on capital?
I just had.
Yes.
The wall that's going to be replaced down on Curling Street. I was asked why, because there is we have a curb section there and it's just a drop. There's nothing on the other side. Is there any reason why we didn't put like a guardrail there or something, just because there's nothing? If you go over that, there's just the curb and then she drops, however.
Okay. Mr. Charters, I don't know if you have any information on that.
Through you, Mr. Mayor. Typically, a guide rail would be installed where there's a drop of more than 3 meters. That's kind of the rule of thumb.
Yeah.
I do not know the details of the design at this point, but that's something I would suspect would be in the design, but we can confirm whether or not they're considering that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's going to be all fixed when we do the work there, but for now, it just seems like it's, where there's a drop there and we could be held. I mean, we know it's there, and we haven't, there's no marking there at all. And obviously you can't put it now because of the winter snow clearing. But it's just the curb and a drop. There's nothing on the other side of the curb, nothing.
Okay. Mr. Charters, I guess your team will have to have a look.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, if we could just have a look at it, just, I don't know what we could do with it this time of year, but,
Yeah, but
we could be liable, right?
if there's something required, then I guess our staff can figure out
Yeah.
what to do there. Perfect. Thank you for that. Any other questions on capital? Okay, Councillor Griffin, we have an interesting project to give some information on.
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
Even though this is not a request for a decision, I'm going to step out.
This is not a decision, so it's a public meeting. If you want to declare a conflict or something like that, you have to just sit in the gallery, that's all.
Right, so I will declare a conflict of interest on this.
Okay.
It's related to where.
Perfect, thank you. Okay, Councillor Griffin.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. In early 2019, the city agreed to participate in the original Partissa Park Trail Upgrade Project with both the Halibut and the Kinsman that would see the current trail upgraded, which would include upgraded parking, trailhead upgrades, improved observation points, and a Halibut medicine walk. The council of the day approved a financial contribution of $112,000 and a commitment to provide maintenance on the trail construction. It was resolved it was resolved on April 8, 2019. The City of Corner Brook would provide maintenance on the Partissa Park redevelopment. Fund request for Partissa Park. The council approved a contribution to the Halibut First Nation for the redevelopment of Partissa Park Trail in Corner Brook in the amount of $112,000. This is September 23rd, 2019. I'm sorry, I should have said that first. The contribution is based on the assumption that the provincial government provincial contribution will be approved. Moving on July 26, 2021, it was resolved to approve the funding adjustment of $20,000 for the Partissa Park Trail redevelopment from $112,000 to $132,000. Recently, the province notified the Halibut that the funding was still available and that the project would have to proceed in 2024 if they wanted to avail of these funds. The city has reaffirmed the commitments made in 2019 and 2021 with Halibut and are now hopeful that the project will move forward as expected in 2024.
Okay, thank you. Questions on this item? This is good to get this going again. This has been a few years now, so I know there's some hiccups with funding and getting things going engineering-wise and that kind of thing. But what an excellent opportunity to improve that area for sure in partnership with Halibut. So yeah, this is fantastic. Anything else? Any questions? Okay. Councillor Pender, come on back. Okay, and Councillor Griffin, if you would, we have an update from Development Planning Community Services.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This report is intended to serve as an update to council and the public regarding the various development planning and community services. The current project updates are as follows. Development and planning, 22 University Drive, the new rec center, all permits are issued. 167 Coventry Road, the crematorium, new permit issued for site development, new site plan approved. 101 Healthcare Crescent, that's the Corner Brook Acute Care Hospital. Conditional occupancy issued, small outstanding issues being addressed. Building is scheduled to be occupied by the spring of 2024. 106 West Street, the Western Star Building, construction is well underway. 1 Mount Bernard Avenue, Sobeys, interior renovations, permits issued, work nearing completion. Thank you. 8 Grenfell Drive, gas station and fast food, foundation permit issued, site and foundation work is progressing. 71 Hummer Road, partially vacant building, major renovations proposed, 6-unit apartment building and 1 commercial space, all permits issued. 1 Green Place, I hope I pronounced that right, that's the Murphy Brothers new industrial building. The permits have been issued and work is progressing. 22 Confederation Drive, Western Motorsports, the permits are issued, occupancy expected soon. 49 Confederation Drive, Mitsubishi dealership, permits are issued, occupancy expected soon. The new IMSP and development regulations, consultants have now met with council and will compile final amendment to the plan and regulations. Accessibility plan, staff have developed a working group to develop a new accessibility plan. We'll format plan according to the provincial guidelines and plan templates. To work closely with the Accessibility Committee, Council, the public, and other stakeholder groups. Business Development, Downtown Business Improvement Association, a more detailed survey is underway, and the downtown business, 35 businesses have completed the survey with the following results, and I don't think we need to go into that, Mr. Mayor. New Economic Development Program, a new economic development program is being developed exclusively for the Indigenous youth persons. That's less than 35 years old and 35 in age. The draft program is nearly complete. Staff recently met with Navigate to discuss how the city can work more closely on mutual beneficial projects and programs. The Assistance for Women Entrepreneurs of Small and Medium Enterprise. 8 businesses have been approved so far under the program. We encourage anyone interested in the program to reach out to our Business Development Officer for program details. Sustainability development, Christmas garbage drop-off, bins will be set up. Bins will be set up at the Civic Center from Wednesday, December 27th to Saturday, December 30th for extra household waste. So that's Wednesday, December 27th to Saturday, December 30th for extra household waste. Contractor will be monitoring the site to ensure bins are emptied when required and adding extra bins if necessary. The Christmas tree collection, staff are developing social media post. Collection will begin Monday, January 8th, day 4, and will conclude at the end of the week of Friday, January 12th, day 3. I guess that's the garbage collection dates. Anyway, Grenfell policy class. Staff are working with Grenfell to explore the development of sustainability policies intended to further the sustainability goals of the city. Topics being explored are stormwater management, glass recycling, beekeeping, tree planting. Course to begin in January of 2024. 2 Billion Trees project, working alongside of associates from the forestry program at Memorial University as sociologists with Laurentian University to prepare a public survey to understand the thoughts, perceptions, and co-benefits of urban forest in Corner Brook. 12 days of sustainability, making 12 posts of different ways residents can be more sustainable with their Christmas shopping and gift giving this season. Example topics include benefits in textiles versus wrapping paper, benefits of shopping local, real tree versus artificial tree. The Transit Digital, I think this is my final one, Mr. Mayor, Transit Digital Payment System, the M-Card. The new digital payment system uses a reloadable smart card, the M-Card, to pay your fare for transit rides. The M-Cards are now available at City Hall Customer Service Desk. For more information, you can visit www.cornerbrook.com transit/M-card. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
So there's a lot going on.
There is a lot going on. Deputy Mayor, you had a meeting with your accessibility team. I know there's some update there as well. It came up in this report. If you would, could you tell us a bit about what's going on there?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Mayor. The Accessibility Committee held a meeting on November 29th, 2023, and discussed some of the committee's past initiatives and the city's accessible improvements, such as, and the reason why we did this is because we were looking at all the things that we had completed over the last 2 years especially, but over the last 6 years since this committee was put in place. And you sort of think that you're not doing anything or nothing is happening until you sit down and put down a pencil and paper. And here's some of the things we did. We removed parking meters in accessible parking spaces within the city, within our city. Installing rubber pour for access to accessibility swing at Margaret Border Park. A new accessible playground at JJ Curling. More accessible picnic tables at the park, including one on the city's green roof, and we look forward to more next year. Establishing an attendant pass policy, and this is something that is very, I guess, this is a big improvement for our city. And what happens is that if somebody who has a disability or can't go to a show or something at the Arts and Culture Center or anywhere by themselves, then if they can take somebody else, they will go for nothing. So it's almost like a buddy system where somebody don't have to pay. And plans to do an accessible transit study. We increased the lens of accessibility in the last municipal election by having aids available, ensuring safe, accessible access to voter stations and introductions of vote by mail option, installing audio signals on all our new traffic signals. Committee welcomed a new member who made the point to say that the city has improved in accessibility over the last couple of years. The committee then discussed other areas that can be improved upon, such as transit, accessibility to certain buildings, improvements to accessible parking spaces, and generally a large focus on accessibility for new city infrastructure and improvements. Also, the committee is looking forward to working with staff on the development of the city's accessibility plan that as required by the Accessibility Act.
Thank you very much. Any other questions on the development planning report? There is a lot going on, there's no doubt,
Absolutely.
right? I think, well, Councillor, you did miss one very important one.
Oh, did I?
Yes? There's a major renovation going on at McDonald's. Not so much for me, but my kids will definitely appreciate that.
Okay.
Anything else there? Yes,
Mr.
Councillor?
Mayor, with regard to the Christmas garbage drop-off
Yep.
at the Civic Center, was there any consideration given to extending the deadline from December 27th to December the 30th, which is a Saturday, into January the 1st or January the 2nd? Because regular collection is not going to start again until January the 8th. So folks that garbage collected on the 11th, 12th, and the previous week, will drop garbage off. The only chance they'll ever drop garbage off will be at the bins on the 20th, on the 27th, 28th, 29th, and then you get into New Year's celebrations, and a lot of people with, house parties and those kinds of things. Any consideration given to extending the dumpsters up there, because they're going to be taken away on the 30th,
Yep.
which probably will be throughout the day and won't be available on the 30th, as opposed to the end of the day. So I'm just wondering if, because it's just 3 days, 27th, 28th, 29th, which covers for some folks, like a week and a half of, over a week of garbage collection from the 18th, and then not getting garbage collected until the 8th again, so just an
Yeah,
extra couple of days, but
and Mr. Charles, I don't know, I was confused, the collection that's mentioned there, is that for Christmas tree collection or is that regular collection on the 8th?
On the 8th?
it says collection will begin on Monday, January the 8th, day 4.
Right.
Yeah, that's Christmas.
That's under Christmas tree collection.
Well, that's only Christmas tree. Oh, so regular garbage will get picked up on January the 2nd, starting on January the 2nd?
Yes, the regular, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Okay, yeah. And that's always difficult, and we will have people watching those bins. It is something that a lot of people take advantage of to clear out their house after Christmas, because there's a lot of boxes and things, and it is intended for household garbage after that date. We do sometimes get abuse, people dumping furniture and tires and all kinds of things. Not acceptable, and we will have MEOs around keeping an eye on that, so just remember, that's something that we think is very beneficial, and a lot of our residents really enjoy it. Let's not ruin it for everyone. So, yes, Deputy.
It's only for the city, it's supposedly only for the city residents, right? Not
Ye-
for residents outside the city.
Supposedly, yes.
Supposedly, yes.
Supposedly, yes.
We can't control that, can we?
It's-
Or, I'm not advertising it tonight now as, everybody bring your
I think you
garbage.
just advertised it, Deputy. I think you told everyone from the whole region to come and dump their garbage in Corner Brook on our dime. Thanks for that. Now,
Mr. Mayor, I
yeah.
think the deputy mayor should be posted on site with checking everybody's ID. to see where they're coming from, if they drop their garbage.
Can we get, Mr. Flynn, can we get her some, safety gear and stuff? Yeah. Okay, perfect.
So,
Yes.
so, and that's clear bags, that's not blue bags, right?
That's right. Again,
Typically,
I
yeah.
assume, yeah. Okay, thank you very, very much. I'm getting some feedback here now. I'm gonna have to watch what I'm doing. Next, we have Finance Admin. We don't have Councillor Gill. She gives her apologies tonight. So I'll give you a little update. So again, this is to year-to-date, November 30th. Total revenues for the last 11 months, we're up to $36,700,000 versus the full year budget of $37,400. So payments for the last quarter for gas tax, PSAT, and our grant in lieu from the mill have yet to be received. We have our expenses, we're up to $29,733,000 versus our full year budget of $37 million. Now, a lot of our accounting will still to come in, especially when it comes to our public works garage and things like that. I know. There are some specific numbers there for various departments. I won't read those out. But remember, this package is, in total, everything councillors get is available on our website. So you can go there and get it. As well, from a accounts receivable perspective, we've got about 3.3 million outstanding. Is that right? Broken down as follows. Okay. We've got, from our current year, we have about a 1.5 million property tax outstanding and about 353,000 in business tax. Is that right, Mr. Mason?
That's correct.
Yeah, and so that's up by about 300,000 over this time last year or the prior year? This is the prior year.
So the prior year is still outstanding this year.
Right.
So the 3.3 million is broken down into current year, so
And the prior year. Perfect. So, okay, so that's where we are. And again, our staff are really good at making sure, I guess, that taxes are collected and everyone's paying their bills. And we count on that every year because it makes up most of our revenue, of course. There is posted as well a breakdown of all our revenues and expenses so far this year. Again, I invite anyone who wants to have a look on our site. Any questions on any of that? Not for me, but for Mr. Maestri, because he knows what he's talking about.
One question, Mr. Mayor, for public information, how are we on our snow clearing budget for 2023? Because it goes from January 1 up this year until December 31st. So how are we with our snow clearing budget?
Mr. Maestri?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, through you. We are actually lower than budget year-to-date November, which is a good reflection. And depending on how December pans out to be, I'm pretty sure we should end off lower than budget for December. But we have 20 days, 21,
Yeah, you just
which
changed
could
it.
change that.
Yeah.
But as we stand now, we are actually lower than budget.
Okay, thank you.
Excellent.
Mr.
Thank
Mayor,
you. Yes.
Boxing Day storm might take care of that.
Yeah, the holidays and weekends are killer. They could be, you could drop $100,000 like that, which is amazing, but needed, of course. Any other questions? Excellent, okay. Councillor Keeping, we have a recreation update.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Update from the Recreation Department. There has been a surge in indoor activities with the arrival of winter. School, teams, and adult sport groups are still in full swing in our gymnasium, which includes baseball, volleyball, rugby, pickleball, and basketball. The Recreation Department's daytime program is still going strong. Active tots and pickleball have seen steady numbers, and the older adult fitness class with Nora Lundgren has been averaging 40 to 50 participants every class. The National Child's Day event took place at the Civic Center Studio Gym on November 5th and was a huge success again this year. At the Civic Center, the ice season has been exceptionally busy with tournaments, RIP team tryouts, and under-18 AAA male provincial league play, senior hockey, adult recreation, general family adult skates, as well as regular daily programming. There were several tournaments between November and so far December. The Corner Brook Royals senior team started their season. There's been 4 home games so far. The Civic Center hosted 2 major craft fairs in November, followed by the Hospital Foundation Gala. The Corner Brook Minor Hockey Association, Silver Blades, the Western Kings, and the Western Warriors, and most adult recreation leagues will break for the holiday season post December 18th. The center will host a hockey camp on December 27th to the 29th. December 18th, the Corner Brook Fire Department will play at the RNC in a charity game at the main arena, 6:30 to 8:30. Admission to the game is a donation at the door, where all proceeds will go to the Special Olympics. The walking track will remain open daily with the exceptions of Christmas Eve after 2 p.m., Christmas Day, Boxing Day, and New Year's Day. There will also be a free family skate on December 31st from 1 to 3 p.m. and both rinks open to the public. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any questions on that from anyone? Okay, that's very good. And I don't know, was it mentioned? I just might have zoned out for a second, but we had a wonderful seniors party as well. Is that there?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, wasn't there?
Wasn't there? That was big. We had a huge turnout for that. So again, thank you all who come to that. It is a great time to see your friends. Have a scuff and have a lunch. So look for those events. They are put on periodically by our rec team. Okay, next we also have a tourism update, Councillor Keating.
Thank you. 2023 season was very successful. The city provided entertainment, information booths, greeters, the Mel Whistler train, and lots more for the visitors. The passenger numbers were up 57.8% increase. The Christmas parade, the city float, was well received. Positive videos and pictures are circulating on social media. Staff had a great time greeting the residents. And this Friday, December 15th, the city caroling event will take place at the City Hall at 6 p.m. City staff will hand out chocolate and treats, and residents are encouraged to attend. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Any questions on that? Okay, thank you very much. Next, we have an information item. This is mainly for staff and for media as well, but we have we try to get our schedule intact. We have to meet, as Section 31, we have to meet once a month, but our meetings are both regular meetings or committee of the whole meetings like this one, where it's more informational. Here is a schedule posted, and I'll ask council to have a look at this. Let me know let me or the clerk know specific dates if you are going to be away, so we can try and maximize the number of dates where we have all of council here. Okay? Any questions there? Good? Good. Thank you. So like I said, let myself or Jessica know, and we'll try to accommodate people's schedules as much as we can. Next, we have a few items of business. So we have our hired equipment list. Councillor Granter.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Twice yearly, the City of Corner Brook invites contractors to submit hourly pricing on specific heavy equipment, such as loaders, backhoes, tandems, excavators, mini excavators, boom trucks, etc. Once received, the list is compiled, sorted from least to most expensive hourly rates, and is brought forward to council for approval. Be it resolved, Mr. Mayor, to accept the quotations for the winter hired equipment list as attached for the period of December the 22nd, 2023, and ending May the 21st, 2024 on a standing offer basis. So moved, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Seconder on that? Thank you. Questions on this one? Questions?
It's almost the cost of doing business, really. I mean, we need it, right? We need the equipment.
Absolutely. And I guess just so everyone knows, we do go out for different types of equipment and attachments and things like that. And we work down through the list, lowest to highest bidder for qualified bidders, of course. And so we do that twice a year, once in the winter season, once in the I guess the summer fall season. Okay. Any questions? Okay, let's vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. Okay, and Councillor Pender, we have a contract for electrical maintenance services for equipment.
Yes, this contract 2023-19 is an electrical maintenance service for equipment. City of Corner Brook requested bids for the 2-year electrical services and maintenance for various multiple equipment on an as-required basis. Tenders closed on December 5th, 2023, with 2 bids received. The first one being from Maximum Power Limited in the amount of $29,881.60, HST included per annum. And the second was from Vision Electrical Limited for $43,792, HST included per annum. So the proposed resolution be resolved that the City of Corner Brook Council approve the tender bid from Maximum Power Limited in the amount of $29,881.60, HST included per annum, for contract number 2023-19, electrical service/maintenance for equipment, and that is a 2-year contract. I so move.
Thank you. Seconder on that. Thank you. Questions on this one? Pretty straightforward. We see that it is up 5.5% over the last 2-year period. So, okay, let's vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Counter-minded? Carried. And Councillor Griffin, we have one for our electrical maintenance service for buildings.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. The City of Corner Brook will request bids for the 2 electrical services and maintenance for the various municipal buildings on an as-required basis. Tenders closed on December 5th, 2023, with 4 bids received. Maximum power, $32,683, HST included per annum. K&C Renovations Limited, $36,627.50, HST included per annum. ECO Contracting Limited, $39,445, HST included per annum. And Vision Electrical Limited, $45,080, HST included per annum. And be it resolved that the City of Corner Brook Council approved the tender bid from Maximum Power Limited in the amount of $32,683, HST included per annum, for contract number 2023-18, electrical service maintenance for buildings, 2-year contract. I so move.
Thank you. A seconder on that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Any questions here?
Why did we just combine the two then? Why?
That's a good question. I don't know. Again, potential for 2 different contractors, I guess. In this case, it's, again, similar contractors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would just assume they're separated. There must be a reason, like, because it's all under electrical, it's under,
Yeah.
you know.
Some different kinds of work, I guess, is a bit.
Well, one's equipment, one's buildings. There is a difference, yes,
Yeah.
but you would think, because, but he's going to do both too.
Yeah.
So, anyway, just a thought.
Yeah. Any other questions or comments? Okay, let's make a decision. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded? Carried. And we have some house cleaning to do. Deputy Mayor, we have some policies to rescind.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Staff have initiated a review of the city policies, which involve updating current policies, identifying policies that could be adopted, and determining whether there are any policies that should be rescinded. The initial review has identified several policies that staff have considered to be redundant due to change in practice or overarching legislation. Therefore, staff are recommending the following policies should be rescinded. The poll tax, student 11-0319 enacted in May 1990. Poll tax 110302 enacted in 2004 with the last revision in 2015. The purchase of asphalt, concrete, and granular 070301 enacted in 1997. Tender document holders 070102 enacted in 2006. Tender proposal calls 070101 enacted in 2000. Sand barrels 060203 enacted in 1994. Demolition order 060701 enacted in 1985. Dealing with difficult individuals 120303 enacted in 2008. With regards to the poll tax and the poll tax student policies, the collection of poll tax was removed in 2018. Therefore, these policies are no longer required. Some of the policies that are being brought forward are related to specific procurement items. However, this is provincial level legislation that has been enacted since many of these policies were established. Procurement Act and the accompanying regulation policies. Items listed in the city's policies are generally prescribed by the legislation, making the policies redundant. The remaining policies are dated and practice has either modified or been incorporated into general training by guidelines. Be it resolved to rescind the following. Poll tax student 1103-19, poll tax 11-0302, purchase of asphalt, concrete, and granular 070301, tender document holders 070102, tenders and proposal calls 070101, sand barrels 060203, demolition order 060701, and dealing with difficult individuals 120303. I so move.
Thank you. Would someone like to second that?
Second, Mr. Mayor.
Excellent, thank you. Any questions on this? I think it's pretty self-evident.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, let's dump these down the shredder.
According to some of the dates on them.
Yeah, Yeah, no, it's good. We have a lot of policies at City of Corner Brook, as the clerk knows.
Yeah.
She does the work to look through all these and figure out what ones are still relevant, review them with her legal team and all that, so thank her that. So we'll vote on it first. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Counterminded, carried. That's all the business we have for, I invite now, I guess, if anyone would like to, well, this is our last meeting before Christmas, so I'll go around the room and give you all an opportunity to wish our constituents happy holidays.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Yeah, on behalf of me and my family, I'd just like to wish our residents, our staff, and your families blessed Christmas. Have fun with each other, get together. Make sure we don't forget our shut-ins, that, we visit. And life is pretty precious, so you really have to take advantage of times like this. And just because we see people smiling doesn't mean they're not hurting inside. So, reach out, be nice to people, and enjoy the season. And I'd like to wish staff and my fellow councilors, and to you, Mr. Mayor, and our clerk over there, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you. Councillor?
I'd like to wish everybody a merry, happy Christmas and a healthy, safe New Year for 2024.
Thank you. Councillor Pender?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Just wish everyone a safe and healthy and happy Christmas, time to spend with your families, and look after those around you who don't have maybe their families at home, or people are away and can't get back. Please be safe. Remember not to drink and drive or use other substances when behind the wheel. Get a taxi. And wish all the residents, staff, and council all the best for this Christmas season.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Mayor. Like other councilors said, I want to wish all the residents and staff, council members, and their families, on behalf of Michelle and I, a very Merry Christmas, much health and prosperity in the new year, but also whatever faith members of our community celebrate, about to ask them as well to celebrate with joy and enthusiasm and happiness with their families. And as others have said, that just looking on our neighbors, and there's a lot of giving that takes place during the season. A lot of people aren't as fortunate as others, and just reach out to your neighbors and the community and give where you can.
And Deputy Mayor?
Just want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a healthy and happy season. Those who are traveling are always this time of the year, everybody's sort of worried about people who are coming home, especially students and people who are working away and want to get home for the festive season, and certainly don't always pay attention to the weather and things like that. I always worry that people are not traveling carefully and using best judgment sometimes in those cases. To everyone sitting around the council chambers, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you all. Visit lots, eat lots, and have lots of fun.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much. Great sentiments, of course. I'd like to wish you all in this room, first of all, a happy holidays and Merry Christmas. Hope you enjoy your family and some downtime. And, I think everyone said it very well. We do have to think as well about those who are less fortunate and are in need. And I also want to say a special thank you for those of us who don't get a break during Christmas. There's many of us who are healthcare workers, our first responders, but also our city workers. So those on the plows on Christmas Day, hopefully not, or fixing our water lines. It's really appreciated, and we know what you're doing without. So thank you all very much. Merry Christmas to everyone. Meeting adjourned.